What's up, everybody? It's your boy Dark Side of Daryl, YI out again, Santee, South Carolina finest, Orangeburg County owner. We back at it again. Got my homeboy on the other side. I'm going to let him introduce himself, man.
What's up, man? It's your boy Mike, aka Booby Choke Yourself.
Hey, we may not all be right, we may not all be wrong,
But you all gonna get out my opinion what we're speaking on.
Hey, with that being said, man, watched the NBA draft the other night. They had round 2 the night before last. So we here in Charlotte, the Queen City. Breaking news today: Lonzo Ball got traded to Minnesota.
Lamelo.
So we're gonna focus on the Queen City for this podcast right here. Everybody can kind of look through the draft and saw who they got for their different teams and stuff like that. But we're gonna focus on the city of Charlotte right now. And with that being said, Mike, we're gonna go ahead and talk about the draft picks that we got the other night. What do you think about the 2 draft picks that we picked, the Hans Steinbeck and the Christian Anderson Jr.?
I never really watched both of them play, but from what I'm hearing, Christian Anderson Jr., his comp is Darius Garland.
Okay.
So if you get anything like Darius Garland, I mean, you're okay.
Yeah.
The Steinbeck kid, they say he can shoot, stretch. I gotta see, because if you give PJ Hall the same amount of minutes, can he do the same thing that this kid can do?
Yeah.
And I know what PJ Hall can bring to the table, but I'm not talking about the kid, but I don't know. It seemed like Charlotte really wanted that guy from Michigan, but he went number 9 to Dallas. So they pivot to this kid. But like I say, at the end of the day, this regime we got here picking players, Peterson and all the guys down there, Mr. Peterson, the general manager, I trust them. Because last year we got 4 players, and all 4 of them contributed in some way, somehow. Con Knipple could have won the Rookie of the Year. Neely played sparingly here and there, but he was in the league. Con James played all 82 games and was a dog. And Colt Brenner was the center for half the season. So, I mean, I can trust these guys. I got to wait. It's going to be at the wait and see kind of situation. But all that kind of changed today when we got the big trade today. So now, we can talk about that and we can just see how that's going to pan out.
Yeah, with Nas Reed coming from Minnesota, we got, like 3 future first-round draft picks, 3 second-round draft picks. And, with a city like Charlotte, kind of like a mid-major city, like kind of like an OKC, kind of like a Memphis, we're going to build our team off the draft picks. Ain't too many people going to want to come here to Charlotte because, like I said, it ain't no big city like a LA or New York or, or maybe a big market like, San Antonio or things like that. So we got to build our stuff through the draft, kind of like how OKC did. And I think that, they're trading Melo Ball when he was at his highest valuation, and to be able to get those draft picks for the future is a big plus for the Charlotte Hornets. So I commend them on doing that. They said Minnesota wanted to get LaMelo Ball, kind of like in the middle part of the season, but they didn't pull the trigger because Minnesota really needed a point guard this past season. So I guess when Melo did through the playoffs, how he kind of like performed in, that made Minnesota say, you know what, let's go ahead and get this guy. That gave the Charlotte Hornets an opportunity to get more for their bang for their buck as far as like, what Minnesota was willing to give up for LaMelo Ball. So what you think about that? I mean, not LaMelo Ball, I mean, Lonzo Ball.
No, it's LaMelo.
LaMelo Ball.
Since it happened this morning, process it all day long, listen to all different kind of people, ESPN, Fox Sports. Look at it like this. People say you're giving away a 27 assists and 5 rebound guy at 24 years old, and which is true. The last image people have in their head is us having a good year this year, but still only make it to the playing game. But I'm gonna read something off to you that I jot some notes down.
Gotcha.
In 2021, that was his rookie year. He missed 21 games. He fractured his wrist. The next year, 21-22, he made All-Star game. He only missed 7 games. The year after that, 2020-23, he missed 46 games. 23-24, he missed 60 games. 24-25, he missed 35 games. Now, last year, he missed 8 games. I say all that to say this. Somebody brought it to my attention. Our Coach Lee, came from Boston.
Yep.
Boston has dynamic wings in Tatum and Brown. We're establishing that with Con and Brandon Miller.
Yep.
Think about what Boston had at point guard. They had Drew Holiday, and then they had Derrick White.
Yep.
You can find a serviceable, and then right after that trade today, we signed Kobe White back 3 years, $75 million.
Yep.
Kobe White is not the flash and dash of LaMelo Ball, but at the same time, he's gonna shoot more efficient than LaMelo Ball.
He's solid.
He's not gonna take 11 to 12 threes a game.
Yeah.
And the only thing I'm saying, I'm not trying to knock LaMelo, because at the end of the day, I said yesterday this morning when I made the post before he got traded. If he got traded, I said fine. If he don't, fine. The reason I say that, because even though we had a good season this year, we still was 10th in the East.
Yeah.
Out of all you said, we still was 10th. We had to get bigger. We had to get stronger in the inside. Lamelo to me is a flashy player, and this younger generation love that because he's an Instagram and all that. Yeah, I get all that. I'm old school to the heart. I need results. I don't need flag. I need results. I need to win. And to me, sometimes I think he plays selfish ball. It's about getting his points. That's my problem. Then I hear a lot of people saying we lost a superstar. Is he really a superstar? I don't see it. I don't see it. But at the same time, I'm not hurt about it because you got Kobe White. You took this young kid. You're building off of the two wings. You got Khan and Brandon Miller. Now you got Nas Reed. Now you got Steinbach. Now you got Colt Brenner. You got Diabate. Now you finally got size now. So you can match up with other people. I feel like once this die down for about a week or two, I think people in Charlotte going to understand that, you know what? Let's give this team a chance. We running back with the same team, except Lamelo. What's the difference between Lamelo being here and let Kobe White? Because Kobe White is a hell of a ball player. Like I say, I just digress. I mean, I'm not hurt by the situation. This was his best year, and like you said, his value was the highest it was ever going to be. So I think Charlotte jumped on that and said, hey, his value is high. Let's go ahead and get what we can for him.
Yeah.
That's telling me, though. That's telling me a whole lot.
What?
Remember in November, they said that they were thinking about trading when they got to a bad start.
Yeah.
They were talking about trading them then.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden they won that big streak January and February.
Yeah.
And then nobody said anything. That's telling me behind closed doors, something still ain't right there. If you're willing to get away from him right now, something is not right behind the closed door. He is the kind of player that you don't want to build around. He's not falling in with Lee and Peterson has over there in Charlotte. They're trying to build. Melo is pretty much, he's box office. He got to be in LA or New York, one of these big markets. So maybe Charlotte say, you know what? It's time to go ahead and move on from you.
Yeah.
You go do your thing. We're going to do our thing. Good luck to you. And like I say, Minnesota, if he stay healthy, they got a hell of a backcourt. I'm not taking that from him.
Yeah, they got a hell of a backcourt.
But we say if, because we all know he one walking away from hurting his ankle again.
Yeah, because he been hurt pretty much every year since he been here. So the best ability is availability. And like I tell everybody, man, you got to be on the court. You got to be available. Like I said, Sion James, he been there for 82 games. You got to be on the court and be able to contribute. And then when you hurt like that, now you got to get back into your rhythm. You got to get back into your flow. You got to get the feel of the game back. That's too much in and out, being out 20 games, 30 games, 10 games here, 15 games here. That kind of like messes up the chemistry of the whole team. So,
and I know people gonna come in the comments and say, well, Brandon Miller been hurt. His been more fluky. He hurt his wrist one year. Then this year he hurt his shoulder. He's having shoulder surgery, so he won't start the year with the team. But I look at it from the standpoint, they signed Kobe White back. So if you had to start the team right now, knowing Brandon Miller won't be there October, November when they start the season, you can run out there. Kobe White at the point, Khan at 2. You can slide Miles to the 3. You got Nas Reed playing 4, and you got Diabate playing 5. And then you got, the Sion James and the Grant Williams and all them come off the bench. To me, it's still a solidified team.
Yeah.
Then when Brandon Miller does come back, then you can slide either Miles to the bench and say, hey, Miles, you go now be the 6th man off the team. You come in and play small 4, or you come in and play power 4, whichever one we need you to. So,
hey, I look at it like this. You never know, man. Shoot, the way these guards playing now, that Christian might surprise us, and he might be able to start. You know what I'm saying? Who knows?
Not with this. There is no rhyme or reason for this kid gonna start over Kobe White. No rhyme or reason. No. First of all, he's only 6 foot tall. Kobe White 6'5", so he gives you size.
Kobe White is not 6'5".
Who?
Kobe
Go
White
look it up.
6'5".
Who?
Kobe White. You
Man,
don't like no 6'5" to me.
He don't look like it to you. Let him stand beside Con Knuckles. Lamelo was 6'7", 6'8". We knew that. Brandon Miller 6'9". Con Knuckles was 6'7". Kobe White is 6'5" at point guard.
Okay.
And this guy that we just took is only 6 foot at 1 at best.
We all know height don't mean anything.
No. I'm not just saying, but you're not gonna throw a rookie out there now. I don't see him having the impact. I don't see him having the impact Khan had. I don't see it.
I ain't saying that. I'm not talking about shooting the ball. I'm talking about point guard is running the team. How he gonna run the team?
Well, that's Kobe White's job. That's Kobe's job. That's Kobe's job. He's going to come in and spell Kobe White. Just like Sion going to come in and spell Con Knuckles. You got to play your role. Now, will it be
I understand that. Yeah, I understand that you got to play a role. That's just like how Dylan Harper, even though he was the number 2 pick, but he came in, he did his job.
Yeah, but he like I say, what you're saying is you say he might start. We got to see him play. I got to see him first.
See how he play. Yeah,
I got to see him because right now I know what Kobe White brings to the team. We don't know what this kid gonna bring to the team. Now they say he's good. Yeah. But let's see him play in summer league in a week or so when they go to Vegas. Let's see him out there. But right now, like, you want to start your veteran, and Kobe White is a veteran. And is one of them kind of cats. They threw him in the wing, and he became almost an all-star. He took the league by storm. Brandon Miller, we all know, is a dynamic scorer. 6'9", can do it all. So Charlotte is basically telling you, people in Charlotte that's upset about this, the ones that's upset about this, think LaMelo Ball is a superstar. Well, I put it like this: a superstar carries you over the threshold. You just need pieces to help you out. He had the pieces. He still didn't carry over the threshold, and that's what I'm looking at it.
Hey,
So,
then a superstar got to be available too.
well, and that's another thing. But my thing is, he had 6 years to prove he was this mega superstar.
Yeah.
I didn't see it. Now I saw flashes.
Flashes, yeah.
But my thing is, I need consistency. I don't need flashes. I need consistency. So my thing is, they moved on from it. I wish him well. I'm not gonna talk bad about him no more because he's not on my team no more. But that was one player that I was like upset with because you taking 32, like the last game against Miami at home, we was in the playing game. He took like 33 shots. I'm like, the point guard taking 33 shots. He shoots a lot. His efficiency is not good, but they say he's a superstar, which you make the All-Star team one time, I get you a superstar. So I let the people have their say on it, let they have their opinion on it. But my opinion, I think in the long run, short term, Minnesota might have won because if he stays healthy, it might have won. Long term, Charlotte won this by far, easily.
Yeah.
Easily.
Yeah. I say the same thing too. They won this by far, especially with the draft picks that they got. Ain't no telling how they're gonna help us out. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, it helped OKC out a whole lot. So if we can accumulate draft picks, that'd be the best thing for Charlotte, man. Just accumulate them draft picks and build through the draft. Because that's how we're gonna have to do this thing. Build it through the draft. Because like I said, ain't too many people trying to come here to Charlotte, to play ball like that. As far
You
as
don't
like
have to.
free
You don't,
agents,
you don't have to because
So, yeah.
OKC just showed you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You gotta, and OKC knows how to. They're not like the Mitchell kid, Wiggins.
Evaluate, yeah.
They know how to get the best out of them players. When they get there, they get their program.
Yeah.
They get them guys up to speed.
Yep.
Charlotte pretty much just this past year. I don't think we think Sion James gonna play 82 games and play as much as he did. But Sion done his thing.
You know why?
Con Knipper done. He played 81 games. So we hit good on these draft picks.
Yeah, because they start with defense first. I mean, Con Knipper he a great shooter, but a lot of people don't think that he real good on defense too. He played good.
He tried.
He got better.
He
got better as the year went along. I said, man, he just putting some bodies on some of these guys. His defense is stepping up.
And that's another thing. Another part you just said.
Yeah.
Con tried to play defense. Brandon Miller is long on the wing. Miles to play defense.
Yeah.
Lamelo was the weakest defense player on the team.
He don't play no defense.
So now, I'm not gonna say Kobe White is a great defender, but I'm just saying you can at least have somebody playing more effort.
Kobe White played with effort. He gonna defend. Like I said, when you got somebody like LaMelo and your guy blowing down and you got to break down, you got to collapse down and try to help him out. That if you can guard your man 1-on-1 and everybody can sit stationary with their guys on 1-on-1, that helps out the team defense a whole lot, man. When you can guard your guys 1-on-1 and they ain't got to break down, collapse down, and help you out because you ain't doing your job. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm not trying to nitpick everything that he does, but I'm just saying 6'7", 6'8". He wasn't a great defensive player at all. He didn't really try. This past year, he tried a little more than I ever seen him try.
Yeah.
He finally, they say, hit the weight room, which he should have done 4 or 5 years ago. And I think Minnesota's going to get a better version of him. I really do.
Yeah.
Because I feel like he's going to feel like he's slighted because he got traded. Charlotte was his team. Just make no mistakes about it. Now you're going to Anthony Edwards' team. You got to fit into his team. How's that dynamic going to change over there? You can't be taking all the shots. Guess what? In the game is and the time. You got to see how all that plays out. They got the same exact team. If you just add Nas Reed is not going to take the last shot. You adding stuff, you adding pieces here. You know at the end of the game, it's going to run for Brandon Miller now and the Con. So you now know who it's a clear vision what Charlotte's doing. They got 2 young guys on the wing. They drafted a year apart from each other. They saying, hey, we got the wing players that Boston. Not saying I'm not making a comparison to Tatum and Brown, but I'm just saying we got 2 young wings. That's hard enough. You can find your point guard to facilitate your team. Now is the next step of building around your team, building the pieces so when your starters come off, bench is just as strong as your starters. Yeah, that's what we got to do. And like I say, with all the draft picks we got today, all the draft capital, I'm happy with the trade. I really am. I'm happy with the trade.
Yeah.
Happy. I'm happy as I ever been in my life. Yeah, with that being said, man, if anybody in Charlotte, watching this, man, make sure y'all comment, man. Let us know what y'all think about the trade, man. Was it a good trade for Charlotte or was it a bad trade for Charlotte? We already gave our opinions. We both think it's a good trade, but let us know y'all opinions, man. And make sure y'all like it too. We really appreciate that. Anything else you want to say before we head on out there, Mike? Listen, man, if you are a diehard Charlotte Hornets fan, look deep down inside. when we got the team 88, 87, 88, 88, 89, when we got the franchise, one man is not going to carry your team. One man is not going to do that. You got to have it's called a basketball team for a reason. It's not a one-man team.
Yep.
Lamelo Ball is a flashy player. He can make the ooh-ah plays. I'd rather have somebody be consistent like this here than up and down. And I feel like Charlotte now has a whole bunch of players that are going to play on the same wavelength. They ain't got to worry about who taking the most. And I feel like some ways they probably, and this is me, something had to happen behind closed doors for them to move on from him. But we done said that before. Let's see it play out. Let's quit bickering about it. It was done is done. He's gone. They said today on ESPN he's happy to be playing with Anthony Edwards. Fine. Good. But he gonna come in one time next year. I'm quite sure he's gonna sell out. Everybody wanna go see him play. I do like this one time, and that's it. Because
man,
guess what?
with it, man.
Because like I say, at the end of the day, he doesn't mean just much to the organization to me as a Muggsy Bogues or a Kemba Walker. Hell, even a Baron Davis. That's just my opinion. But like I say, this generation now with this technology and social media, Melo is the greatest thing in the world before he even stepped on the court. Like I say, he's halfway close now to Chino Hills. So his daddy can come a little closer to Minnesota to go see him play now. So he can wear the big baller brand shoes, bring him on over there. They go watch him play in Minnesota now because we done with him. Good riddance.
Yeah, man. With that being said, man, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, man. Make sure y'all tell a friend to tell a friend. And, man, we out of here like swimwear, man. Anything else that you want to say before we head up on out there?
Oh, you say swimwear. That's bad enough, bro. You can have that, man.
Out of here like swimwear, man.
Yeah, you wearing thongs, pink thongs. I can tell
Hey,
you wearing
man,
pink
it's
thongs.
summertime, man.
Nasty.
That's why I said that, man. Summertime. We out here
That's
like
nasty
swimwear,
work.
man.
I never seen you on damn pink thong. I tell you that
Hey,
much
man,
now.
I don't do thongs, man. Hey, I wear drawers, man. Real man wear drawers,
Nah,
man.
you wear the white,
don't wear no
fruity,
thongs, man.
them white, tighter white. That's what you wear with them blue
Hey,
and
man,
yellow.
real man wear drawers and boxes, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I wear boxers. I'm not wearing no drawers. You wear white drawers with the yellow and blue around it.
Nah, I don't wear them, man. I don't wear them.
Yeah.
They don't even make them no more, man.
I don't know. I'm done with them white and tighter, man. I'm done.
Hey, man, peace out, man. Y'all stay blessed.